everyone, my name is Amber, welcome back to my channel. This is my book haul for July because I keep buying books. I shouldn't, because I'm trying to get down to a 0 TBR at some point in my lifetime, but it's not going to happen if I keep buying as many books. My issue is I keep going to charity shops in really good towns and I keep finding books that are on my wish list or ones I've had my eye on, and since they're only £1, £2, I might as well get them because they're there. So I'm going to show you some books that I've won. I've actually lost a book the last couple of weeks. I don't know where it's gone, which is a shame because I was going to show you that, but once I find it again I will show it to you. So I've won a book. I've bought just 2 brand new books and then the rest are all from charity shops or the library, so I haven't really spent much money. My issue is I need more space for books because I keep bringing them in. I'm going to start with the library books, I think, of which there are 5. First of all, we have Love in Colour. This one is a bunch of short stories about mythological tales from around the world. I think some of them are reimagined, so they're not just based around 5 Europeans. Then we have The Fixer. I don't know what this is about, I'm going to be honest. I saw it in the library and I thought it looked like a romance book, and it was the only one I could find that looked like a romance book in my local library. I have no idea if it actually is. It just says, the back says that the main character is a fixer and can sort out dodgy exes, errant employers, or clingy former friends. Don't know what any of that means, but I'm going to give it a go. It might be a good one to read in the summer. I also have The Perfect Guests, which is a murder mystery game kind of thriller by the author of The Au Pair. Really looking forward to reading this one. Really glad I could find it at the library. I have The Long Weekend by Gillian Macmillan. I actually have this one from NetGalley as well, but I wanted a physical copy because I'm struggling to read ebooks at the moment. This one is about 3 friends who go away together and their husbands are meant to be joining them, so it's going to be like 3 couples go away together to some sort of retreat or holiday or Airbnb or something, and then a couple of people get killed, I think, which sounds fun. And then the last one that I got from the library is The Younger Wife by Sally Hepworth, who wrote The Good Sisters, which I really enjoyed last year. Really loved it. And this one is about 2 sisters again, but this time the dad gets a new wife who is half his age, and that he's still married to their mother who is in hospital with Alzheimer's, and they've all got secrets going on. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. Might do a project on her books as well. One of the books that I won, which I didn't lose, is The Rune of Kings by Jen Lyons. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. My friends Angela and Judith loved this one. I'm not ready to read it just yet because it's a really chunky fantasy book, but I'm hoping to read it probably in September, I reckon, when I'm going away on holiday, and I can maybe marathon this whole series. I won this from an independent bookshop. I can't remember the name of it because I am knackered. I'm really sorry. I will leave a link to their Twitter below, and if I enjoy this one I'm gonna marathon the whole series. And then I bought 2 books by June Her for a reading project. I got Silence of Bones and The Forest of Stolen Girls. Both of these I think are historical murder mysteries of some sort set in Korea. This one's set in the 1800s, this one's set in the 1400s. In this one, girls go missing in a forest, and in this one I think there's the main character is investigating a murder. So I also want to read her other book as well as part of a Which Book is Best project. I don't have that one as a physical copy yet because I figured I'd read these 2 because they were cheaper, and then if I like these 2 I'll get the other one as a hardback. If not, I will get it as an ebook. And then onto the books that I got from the charity shop. These are all either £1 to £2.50, so under $5 for each book. The first one is The Marlow Murder Club. This is a mystery book set in Buckinghamshire, which is where I live. I really enjoy finding books that are set near me because I know all of the places, and Marlow is somewhere where I have been quite a lot, and so reading about a death or murder in Marlow I think will be really fun. I also found The Coven. This one is set in a world where witchcraft is real and men are killing women. I don't know how it is going to tackle transgender characters, if it's even going to address it, because a lot of books that cover this kind of topic where women are being sort of prosecuted, killed and segregated don't really address the topic at all. So I wonder if this one does. I'm not sure, but I will let you know once I read it. I got 1491, which is a non-fiction book. It's about the Americas before Columbus arrived. It's a very dense book, it looks like. It's also very heavy, and I'm not really sure why. It's not very long. Without the notes it's about 400 pages, so I might get this one as an audiobook as well, but I wanted to get this because there are pictures throughout, and I think that will really help my understanding of the book. N.K. Jemisin really enjoyed this one. I looked it up on Goodreads before I bought it, and since she loved it I figured that I would too. Speaking of N.K. Jemisin, I didn't mean to do this, but it was a really good segue. I got The Killing Moon, which is the first book in her something duology, Dream Blood, something like that. I think this is Egyptian inspired fantasy. I don't really have anything else to say about this one. I just really want more N.K. Jemisin books in my life, even though I've only read the 5th season and I still need to get to the rest of that series. I'm convinced I'm going to love all of them. So I bought that book when I found it in the charity shop. Really good find. I also got I Hunt Killers. This is an old school YA book that I've had on my TBR for ages. I've realised I haven't really picked up many old school YA thrillers or mysteries because it wasn't really a big genre back then. I've just realised that Joe Hill blurbed this. Now I'm wondering if it's actually a YA book or if the main character is just young, like he's 17. His dad is a serial killer and I think he's trying to stop his dad, something like that. I also found Pale Rider, which is a non-fiction book. This one is about the Spanish flu and more importantly how it changed the world that we live in today and how it affected things. I got Triflers Need Not Apply. I also got this one from NetGalley, but like I said, struggling with ebooks and I found this hardback in the shop, so I picked it up. This is based on a true story about a woman who is a serial killer, I think in Chicago or something, and she actually was IRL, but I think this is a fiction book. Really looking forward to reading it, and I might do a true crime video on this case as well, or on the case that it's based on. I also found a hardback of The Night Tiger, which I was very surprised to find actually in the shop. I got this for £1.50 and it's £17 brand new and recommended retail price, which is crazy. This is set in Malaysia in 1930 or the 1930s. Don't really know much else about it, but I really want to read more historical fiction from around the world, so I picked this one up. And then finally I got Bloody Rose by Nicholas Eames. This is the sequel to Kings of the Wild, which I haven't read yet, so that means I need to pick that one up in August so that I can then read this one, because I have a new rule where if I buy a sequel I have to pick up the first book or start the series the following month, because otherwise I end up with loads of series on my shelf that I just don't know if I'm going to read. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this series anyway. Apparently it's a really good kind of found family, sort of the gang coming back together, and it's apparently really funny as well, so that's always a plus. That was my really quick book haul for July. I'm gonna have a quick look to see what I got on NetGalley actually, because I have requested a few books recently and I figure I might as well tell you about them, because that's the whole point of NetGalley, isn't it? I'm meant to be showing you all the books and talking about them. So most recently I have got, let's see, All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. This one is a debut thriller book. It says here it's about a mysterious cold case where 25 years ago a girl went missing and there was a horrifying message spray painted onto their wall. A few hours later the daughter's body was found in a ditch and the town remembers, so I think it's like a small town secret sort of thing. I also got The Trip by Rebecca Lay. This one is about, I think it's a thriller set on vacation, which is something that I really enjoy reading about. And also it's set in Morocco and I might be going to Morocco this year, maybe, so that's why I picked this one up. I got Book of Knives. To be honest, I think I just really like the cover of this one. It looks like it's set in a lake retreat or something, or a camp, maybe set in a camp. Again, another trope or setting that I really enjoy. And then I also got Ithaca by Claire North, which has a gorgeous cover. I love the sound of this one. It's a Greek mythological retelling, basically about the wife of Odysseus. So I'm really looking forward to reading that one as well. And yeah, those are all the books that I got recently, apart from the one that has gone missing, which I am going to find before my next book haul. I am going to the charity shop in a couple of weekends again. We're going to another town and we're going to do a sort of charity shop crawl. So I'm probably going to end up with more books in August, but that means that I really need to get my reading game on in July, and I need to read through a bunch of these books so that I can justify getting more, because I'm like out of space again on my bookshelf. I need to get a move on with that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you've read any of these, if you recommend that I read them soon. Tell me your thoughts. Thank you again. I'll speak to you all in my next video. Bye.